Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here like always. In today's video, we are going to be continuing our series of aviaries from around the world. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is a series that I created a while back where I show you, the viewer, a variety of different aviaries from different parts of the world so that you can get a better understanding of how others breed and keep their birds. In today's episode, we're going to stay locally here within the US and we're going to visit a very good friend of ours, Tina Billings. Now, she is located in Bend, Oregon. So let's head over to her 50-acre farm. Yes, you heard that right. Her 50-acre farm. Let's take a look at her beautiful aviary. She doesn't have one. She doesn't have two. No, she has 5 beautiful outdoor aviaries, all mixed with a variety of different species. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Good morning and welcome to the Billings farm. I'm excited to make this video for my dear friend Rancel. And so let's go on a walk. I'm going to show you my farm and some of the things I do for my birds, and then we'll go see the aviaries. This is an area where I grow food for them. Lots of grass heads in here, nice and close to my aviary so I can pick it easily. Over here I have an aspen grove so I can get all these limbs whenever I want. Over here, some silver elms and other various trees, some willows. And then right down below here, you see the aviaries. There's my greenhouse aviary. And then my newer aviary is the one with the white windows. It's a beautiful morning. Here's the mountains. We get about 20 feet of snow every winter. We have really cold winters. So my birds can only go outside for 6 months out of the year. So now let's walk down towards the house. This is where I can grow lots of grasses. You can see these grasses are just starting to head out. And I pick for them every morning. Also, I dry them for my birds so they can have them in the winter. I have an abundance of grass with heads that they like. I also have this 50-acre hayfield that's right across our driveway, and that's just heading out. And I like to get on the four-wheeler and go around and pick bunches for them. It's a beautiful hayfield. Just sun coming up. It's 8 in the morning. Such a pretty time. And there again is my aspen grove. There's a lot of dew on the grass. There's our house. And then right to the left, you can see with the white roof, my outdoor aviary, and those skylights are where the indoor heated bird room is, right behind the outdoor. And then the greenhouse. It wraps around our house. We enclosed some of the porch, so it was pretty easy to do. I really wanted the greenhouse. We added that the 3rd year I had my finches. And they love it in there. It's very tropical and usually nice and warm. And this is my outdoor. It's got 1/4 inch black wire so you can see through it really well. I like that. And I've got fencing down here to keep the cats from getting on the wire. I've got some cats. And so now we'll go inside. We have a lot of fruit trees and I pick a lot of apples for them. Even in this flower bed right here, I'm growing grass heads for them. And this is getting really headed out. This is my service door for my aviary. I don't use it to go in and out. Just use it for taking things that are big. I keep it locked. I enter my aviary through my house. Here's our front porch. This is my kitchen. And my birds are very close. They're right through this door. It's so nice they get out sometimes and come in this room and I sit with them. I have a screen door here. Good morning. There's some photos of my birds. I love to take photos of my birds. I like making backgrounds for them and then photographing them. This is the first aviary that I built. I've had it for 5 years. There's a window right there into a bathroom, so I can sit there if I need to go and watch my birds. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna try to get this. There, it's a wider view. It's a long room. I don't put anything in the middle for perches so they can fly, and then they don't poop on the floor either. I love the floor in here. It's polished concrete and it's so easy to clean. It's very slick. I scrape it and mop it about once a month. Over here we have some nests. I get nests up high. The ceilings are 12 feet high, very tall in here. That's also nice because when I walk in, a lot of times they won't even fly because they're up so high. These are the bay windows that look out into the outdoor. I open these windows and they go in and out all day. They really get smart about knowing when the windows are open and closed. And I've never had an injury from a bird hitting the glass. They do flutter on it when they're new sometimes, but no one's hit it hard. This is my little water area. I love to keep this really clean for them. And they take baths every day here. I always freshen it around noon so it stays really clean. This is the window that goes into the greenhouse. It's open all the time, so they can go in there whenever they want. And this little room that you see, we're gonna look at it again later, is my catch room. So I have a bird flying there and I just close the window. The other door is closed and I can catch them really quick. More nesting areas. I like to use a lot of dried grasses and they really like that. All these areas up high are for nesting. I had a clutch of strawberries and they had a nest right here in this basket, right on the table, right by where I sit all the time. And that was so sweet. 5 fledged, so that was good. And I have some more in the greenhouse that are peeping right now. This is the area where I keep my grit and salt. I grind things on that old big lava rock. It's really nice. And hit things with the hammer. to crunch them up for them. And now let's go out into the outdoor. I'm going to be letting them out this morning, but I haven't yet because it's a little bit too cold still. It's going to be in the 70s today, but it's in the 30s in the morning. And we stay cold all summer overnight. They have to have heat. This is a cupboard that I store things in. It's really nice for seed because it holds a lot. And I keep 100 pounds of seed in each bin. And it's completely mouse proof because that was for holding sugar and flour in the olden days. And then here we are in the outdoor. None of the birds are out here yet, as I said, because it's cold. I've planted some delphiniums, and these come up every year. I always add things so I have more plants coming up. I also planted this Norwich pine, and it gets really soft new needles every spring. And then I have a big hostas there. And I've got lettuce growing for them. Yesterday, I went and bought a honeysuckle and planted it. My lavenders will love that because they can get nectar out of them. I raise about 100 different finches. I have at least 30 varieties, and I've had many more than that. And right now I'm concentrating on breeding some harder to breed species like reedlings and twin spots and violet ears. I have strawberry pears, Forbes pears, and some other African waxbills. I love breeding and having babies, but I do not want too many birds. I try to keep my number at 100 so I can only have so many breeding pairs. I have a lot of male finches, like parrot finches, several males, canaries, males. All my Goldians are males right now. This is a little storage room between the greenhouse and my outdoor. We built this so I could connect the rooms, and that's my little catch room in between. And most of my birds are in here right now. I can hear them all. Good morning. This is my greenhouse. It's all right. Some nests in here. I got some seed eaters recently. I really like those birds. They sing and they're very sweet. I also like those blue-billed firefinches I have. They're really nice. And I love my diamonds, starfinch, parrotfinch, cherryfinch, Cuban finch, Sarin. And there's my pond. I love the view out of here. There's one of my canaries. I have a lot of plants in here. It's a real challenge to keep this room warm in the winter, and I have the largest heat pump that they make, and it does the trick. Also air conditioning, which is really nice for summer when it gets hot in here. Just put it on auto and it goes right to air conditioning. These are photos of my birds. several of these birds I put in virtual bird shows, and they did quite well. Won some nice trophies. That was really fun. Oh, good morning. Hi, everyone. Now we're going to go into this such important room, my catch room. This catch room I didn't have in the beginning, and it's so valuable. I can catch my birds whenever I need to. I'm going to close this door to the greenhouse. I always have lace on the door and window so they don't get confused when it's open or closed, because it's always open. So I can trap them in here so easily. It's a great spot. So now we're going to go into my new area. We did this custom door that we had to put in here to go to my other aviary because I wanted it all connected. And it goes outside to another outdoor. And this outdoor has a net, and it's a fish net. It's really strong. And the birds really like it out here because the bugs come through the net. They have a lot of good bug hunting out here. That's the back side of the greenhouse. And you can see through this net really well too. I used dog kennel panels and then strung the net up over the top with a great big ladder in the middle for a support, because it's a pretty big room. And then this is the back of our house right here. So I just had to come off of there and span the new aviary, which is this wall, over to the greenhouse. And then I had a really nice outdoor. It gets a lot of nice sun too. And now we'll go into the new aviary. I've had it just a few months. And I have my golds in here now because they're molting. And I got some violet ears that are new. And they're in here getting it acclimated. Good morning. It's very warm in here. I've got some skylights and plants in the middle. It's a planted aviary, sort of like a sunroom. And I love sitting in here with them. It's got views of the pond. And I also have a creek. Here's where they have all their food. Here. I have it set up so they roost in the middle or up high above the shelves. So nothing in the center or where the furniture is gets poop on it. It works really good. You can see these golds. They're really molting, but they're gonna be gorgeous. Hi guys. There they are. And then over here, I want to show you the view. I've got a creek that connects my two ponds right outside. And then also my mountains are right there. That's a great place to sit and relax. All the plants in here are doing really good. A lot of ferns and succulents. Really easy to take care of. Look at these mushrooms that just started growing. I checked, they're not poisonous. It must be just the right thing in here for them. Anyway, this room I heat with a propane stove, and I have a protective screen on the top because that's where it's hot. And I also have an electric heater in here. And then these windows look into our family room den, so I can check my birds when I'm in there. Now we'll walk out to the backyard. I have a little safety room here made out of screen doors. It works really good. And this is the pond in the backyard. That's my little potting shed. These great big leaves are called devil's cap. They're really gonna get tall. They are just started growing. And then I have all this porch to build more aviaries if I want to. I'll just enclose them. There's already hose bibs and electrical power, so it won't be too hard to do. But right now I have enough space. And now we'll go in this door so you can look at the birds and their aviaries from inside. I love that I can check on my birds from in the house. That's the aviary that we were just in. So I can just peek out and see what they're doing. And then right over here is the window into the first aviary we were in, that main aviary. You can see, I can check them inside and outside from this window. And we'll go back down here. The aviaries wrap around the whole house, which makes it nice because that inner wall is a warm area. It's the living room, kitchen. Then we're going to go back into the aviary. My biggest challenge is keeping my birds warm in the winter. And if we lose power, they could all die, which has happened before. I finally got backup generators, so that gives me some security. Anyway, hopefully I won't ever have to use them. And then also, having all my birds get along has always been challenging. Then after that, opening that little catch room window. I'm going to open these windows now so they can go out. And they're going to get very excited about that. They love going out. It's not quite warm enough, but it will be soon. And that window. So they know when it's open too. They do not hit the glass. They go right through there. Anyway, I was going to say, having them all get along definitely has caused me some heartache. And I've had to rehome birds that were too aggressive and mean. Birds I really loved also. But it's just one of those things. I have to have the harmony. It's very important. And so I'm always trying to find new birds, see if they'll get along. I do a lot of research before I get birds, but then still some are not so nice. And for breeding, I haven't had too many challenges with the ones that I've bred in the last 3 years. But right now I'm waiting on reedlings and twin spots and violet ears for breeding. I'm also importing some birds in the fall. I'm importing Peel's parrotfinch, pintail parrotfinch, some more violet ears, and a couple other African species. Okay, you guys want to come out? I'll let you out. You can come out now. So I open this greenhouse door, and then I'll open, this is the door to the catch room. Have this all open, so they can actually fly 360 all the way around this whole loop if they want to. And out they go. I'm gonna sit right up here for a minute. I love sitting right here in this chair because I can watch them. The reedlings love to come out. They like cold weather because still it's 40 degrees. It's pretty cold for them. But it's gonna get warm really quick, so it won't hurt them to be out here for just a little bit while it's cold. I sure hope you enjoyed the tour. I had a great time showing you everything. I'm so glad Rancel asked me to do this. And I have some of his birds. They're the best birds you can buy in the US. And he's such a very nice person. I really enjoy him. So I think I covered everything. I know it was kind of long, but I didn't want you to miss anything that was important. So there's my mountains to say goodbye. Have a great day. Good luck with your birds.
Guys, I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what I would do if I had 50 acres of land. Holy cow, that's amazing. First of all, I'd be probably filled with aviaries. I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest with you. It would probably be filled with a variety of different aviaries and bird rooms. I've already outgrown the property that I have here. I barely have any land. I'm in the middle of the city. I can only dream to have something as big as that, but hopefully someday. Thank you so much, Tina, for giving us a tour of your beautiful land, of your beautiful aviaries. 5 total aviaries, 2 of them greenhouses for the winter. It looks amazing. Hopefully you have the best of luck with those species that you're working with. She's recently gotten into some very hard to breed and very hard to find species. So hopefully you have a very good breeding season and you're able to bring numbers up on some of these birds that you're working with. Like, for example, the violet ears, the peelies, the pin-tailed parrot finches, the black cheek waxbills, and many others that you have there. Like always, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, remember to hit a thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you want to come out in future videos similar to this one, showing your aviaries, your birds, make sure to go to the comment section and drop a comment. Let me know what part of the world you're from, where you're watching, what type of birds you work with, and I'll go ahead and get in touch with you. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see each other in the next one. Bye.